Hello, this is ZipperSpark and welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to go over a couple things I did off camera and then start into the quest lines that kind of follow on to where we were in order to unlock a few things. So, the bees is what I wanted to go over today. So if you look in here, we needed the ectoplasm and the side gem. We did that in the last couple episodes. We haven't turned this in yet because it was just last episode that I got the side gems and I wanted to, turn it on camera. Over here, we needed the alternating flux wire coils. I did a bunch of those between episodes, so I've got all that. It just takes a lot of the HOP graphite. So for every wire, you need I guess it's a half of one of the HOP graphite dusts. So 2 dusts make 4 wires, and so I needed, half a stack of that, which means I needed, like 5 stacks of the coal coke dust. So that took a while to get, but we got it. The chickens, I made these. The only thing we were missing on that was the onions, and so, I just went to the Pam's Market and bought some onion seed and then planted it and grew it and made all those. This bee collector jar, that's the thing that we need in order to unlock this that we don't have. And then in here, these network nodes, we need to get into pneumatic craft. Looking at these, it looks like it just takes a bunch of the black plastic for all the capacitors. So once we get into the into here, we can do that. I don't know how far down it is to make the plastic, but right there. Requires making plastic, which is this guy. Yeah. So we need to get into that. But so I guess I can show you over here. So I got these lined up here, and then these ones. And then these are my 32 ready to go. I made an extra one so that I could eat it. But yeah, so let's turn these in. Unlock these. That opened up a lot over here. That's nice. And then this one we needed to unlock as well. Industrial Revolution. Okay. So let's look at these quest lines real quick. This is all astral sorcery stuff. I've done, done a little bit of astral sorcery in the past. It's something that I'd love to do more of, and I just haven't had the time. So I'm very much looking forward to making the time to do this. So I'm kind of excited about that. And then this one is more proper Tinker's Construct, making the smeltery and all that stuff. This Tinker.io I haven't ever really messed with, but it sounds like something that just makes it lots faster, and so that looks really good. So we'll probably put some of that together real quick sometime. But wanted to go into the bees. So we already made the attracting bees. We've got a bunch of bees already. The next step is to make the apiary, or come into here to these mutations. So like we can mutate the bees if we wanted to, but we need to, at least then have the queens go through their life cycle to get more princesses and drones to mutate again. So we kind of need the apiary anyways. And that gets us into here, which is much, the Gendustry industrial apiary is much better at running, because then you don't have to make sure you're in the right biome or stuff like that. So let's hop over here where we've got our bees. So I was kind of sorting through these. These are all the pristine stock ones I have. These other ones are ignoble, which means they do have a chance of dying out each time. And then these are just the the drones. I think I have a couple steadfast princesses somewhere from loot bags, but we can look into those. But figured we'd start off with these as far as the breeding goes. We've got a bunch of rocky and a bunch of marble drones as well, so we can kind of start there. But first we need to hang on, sorry, my screen just switched. First we need to make the apiary and everything like that. So in order for apiary, so we need impregnated casing and then just some wood. So impregnated casing, if you recall, is in the carpenter with seed oil. I think we need a bit more, because we're going to need some logs now. So do I have any over here? I don't see them. Yeah. All right, let me chop down the tree. Alright, I got enough saplings back, which is always nice. Give me that one. Alright, so we just need a circle of logs. So we only want one for now. We can make more of these later if we need to. All right. I do have one right here. I always forget this one's here. All right. So the apiary, I think we'll do that somewhere. I'm gonna need flowers. So we can just kind of set up a little spot. Yeah, I really like this area here for this. But so no queen. So let's put in a marble with a rocky drone. That can actually can give us a chance of getting the common trait, I think. But anyways, it needs to be day and it needs to have flowers, which is things we can get around when we do the industrial apiary. But right now, we're going to be sleeping a lot, and we need to get some dirt and flowers and plant them nearby. So be right back. All right, so I slept today and I planted some flowers over here. A while ago, I don't know if you guys caught on, but I got a silk touch on my Maddock. So I was able to, I pulled up one of the grass over there, brought it over here, and kind of made a ring around my little apple tree here. But yeah, so now this is working. So while this is going, which actually this bar is going down fairly quickly, so that's helpful. So while that's going, we can look into the industrial stuff. So for this, we need sturdy casing, which we've seen before as bronze. Some bronze gears, pistons, glass, and then this B receptacle, which is more bronze, a bit of gold, redstone, and glass. So you're going to need a bunch of these. So I'll just make a whole bunch of those. Couple, I think 2 or 3, maybe 4 apiaries. And then I'll be back. I'll probably line them up over here. I'll probably string the power over, because the industrial ones do need power. Now, no, I thought, and I think this was an early version of industrial or of immersive engineering, that the HV wire relays could only hang down. but apparently you can stand them up now, which I actually prefer on the top of these poles. And so I switched them all out except for these ones where, I mean, the wire's going down here. And then I removed the one over here since, you know, this is actually using the ender pearls instead of the power. Yeah, so I got all that done. And over here, yeah, this is the alternating flux. I am going to make more transformers. You kind of line them up here, and I don't know if you noticed, I actually bumped this over one because it was really bothering me. Because in order for them to be lined up, I wanted 1, 2, 3 here, and then 1, 2, 3 here with the gap in the middle. But with the bumped over, I couldn't. I'd have to put that on the wall, and I didn't want to do that. So I moved it over. I was having one of those weird little glitches where when you log in, your wires disappear in the positions it was before. And so I thought maybe moving it would help, and it appears to have. So that's good. But yeah, so let's get that bronze and the apiary industrial stuff put together, and I'll be back. All right, I got the receptacles, some casings, the gears and such, enough to make 4 of these apiaries. So let's get those. Shouldn't that be a quest? Oh, I need to make the upgrades for it. All right. Well, let me put these down then. All right, and then wire them up. All right, so these all have power. And then while I was getting those ready, these finished. So I did get a common princess. Don't know what its stats are. And then 2 different Rockies. They don't stack, so their, you know, genetics are slightly different. But in order to find out what they are, we need a bit of honey. So you take the honeycomb in the centrifuge, and then it will, you know, kind of process them, and then we should get some honey over here and maybe a bit of beeswax. So I got a honey drop of beeswax. All right, and then that one's processing. And that is some quests here. So we got that one. Honey drops there. And then the wax, we needed refractory and magic wax. So we got the regular, but we need these other ones. So, and I think there's other types of bees that what we would need in order to get that. And then these ones, are different bees as well that produce the different items. Phosphor, okay. All right, so automation, lifespan, production, and genetic stabilizer. All right, there is this one, the Bealyzer, or portable analyzer, I guess. It used to be called a Bealyzer. Portable analyzer gives it information. So let's look at that. So in the carpenter with water, we need tin, glass panes, a diamond, and redstone. All right, not too bad. So we've got, clear this recipe. Was it 2 glass panes? Actually, click that there and I'll put it there. So yeah, 2 glass panes. Actually, we want the clear version. And then 10 ingots, which I think we actually are out of the ingot version of the tin. We just have the pulverized. So yeah, I'll have to smelt some of those up. Oh, I made terracotta over here too. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. I ran out of terracotta, and so I went to make more, not realizing that a while ago I apparently already made some. How's this? We got 3 already, and this is almost full. Okay. So, oh, diamonds and redstone, that's right. Alright, I got everything for this recipe set up, except it's not seed oil, it's water. Now, with it less than a bucket, you can't pull it out with a bucket, and that's what the pipette is for. So you just right click on there, and then it gets your seed oil in there, and go ahead and put the bucket in. So that should... Isn't that the recipe? Tin, redstone, diamond, and glass pane. Oh, 2 buckets of water. Apparently I need more water. There it's going. So this will make this, and then you can use that to see what the current the current genetics of your bees, saplings, and butterflies apparently. So let's wait for this to finish, and we can get our analyzer. Okay. So what this does, if we put it in our hand, if we right click and then we feed the honey in here, and then if we want to see what our common princess actually is, you put it in here, and then that analyzes it. So active is common, and inactive is marble. Shorter lifespan, slow production, slow pollination, slowest actually, and then it makes 2 drones, which we saw here. Now we can analyze both of these, but each bee you put in will use up a honey drop, so you do need a lot of honey in order to get through it. But then you can kind of switch through here. These are the climate it wants, and some other statistics about it as you go down. Yeah. But the first 2 are the most important. So this is if you're trying to figure out, okay, I have this special bee, I need to set my apiary up in order for it to work. This will tell you exactly what type of climate and humidity it can tolerate. Or this will tell you some more of the stats on exactly how productive it can be. So now that we've analyzed it, if you hold shift, it will tell you all that. So first things we want to do, let's use one of these now. Let's put this back in here. Now we want it to, guess we can just pick one of these. Yeah, let's do this one. So here's rocky marble. So I actually don't want that, because with the marble on this one and my princess, there's a chance that the princess will turn back into marble, and I don't want that. So I'll probably just put one of these regular rocky drones in with it, and that will make it so that it's higher likelihood that it stays common. No flowers. 9 by 9 by 6. I guess those flowers are too far away. Alright, well, this is a good chance to get those upgrades going. So these upgrades in here that's talking about, I mean, there's more than this. And if we look at them in JEI, so the upgrades from Dentistry. So this one means, I think this either makes it so it makes flowers nearby, or it'll either make the flowers nearby, or it'll make it so you don't need flowers. And then these ones all to, emulate different biomes. This gives us extra pollen, I guess. Or less, I don't know. But the lifespan we want, because that makes it shorter lifespan, which means we can get through the generations quicker. This one's nice because then it doesn't matter if it's raining. It won't look like it's raining. Yeah. And then there's this one. So it'll work at night. So, yeah. So let's make at least the ones in the quest, and then, oh, looks like they found the flowers anyways. Yeah. Okay, well, they found the flowers. So let me get the upgrades, and I'll be right back. Got the things ready. So I made fermented spider eyes. So I can get 4 of these. Yeah, that should make it go real quick. And then we can do the automation. We want 4 of those. And then the other ones, this production, we can't actually make yet. We don't have the real jelly. For that, we need to get to Imperial or Classic or, business or junk seller. But, yeah, these ones take some breeding. So we need to get, a few levers down. We've got common already. The next step after that is cultivated. So cultivated breeding is common plus one of the kind of base wild bees you can get. So that's going to be our next mutation. But in order to make the mutation much easier, we need to do some of the dentistry things. So that and that should make it go real quick. Actually, I don't want automation in right now because, yeah. So, yeah, that's the, these two. Can't do this one. This one, oh yeah, I actually have the stuff for that. Let me come over here. This needs one of these, which we're going to need a bunch of these actually. But I got enough for one right now. Alright, so what that does is it prevents the ignoble ones from dying off, I think. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I have to look up to be sure. But anyways, let's get the let's get some of these things so that we can kind of manually do the mutation, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the mutagen producer and the advanced mutatron. What these are, it's kind of more of what we've seen already. There's power modules, there's a bunch of bronze. This is a bit of tin, and then the mutagen producer makes the mutagen. I'll show you that in a sec. And then this, the mutatron. We've seen these. We've kind of seen all these before. You can upgrade that to the advanced one. Yeah. So, and then it just, you can pick better what you want. And then the last thing for this particular quest is to get some of these lab wares. So that is that. So let's set these up over here. It'll kind of stick them in the back, I think. Need the power. Alright, got the power ready. There we go. So the mutagen producer, you put something in here that will create the mutagen. One of the easiest things for that is, redstone. So let's get let's get like a full half a stack. Get some of our redstone, throw it in. Then that will slowly make this mutagen, and then over here we can put, like if we, you can put the bees over here, and then it says, oh, I want a common. So you just click it, and then it's like a full bred common. You need to put the labware up here for it to actually do it, and then it consumes one each time, so you want a bunch of those. But in here, I've noticed that our princess turned back into a Rocky. More than likely, it's got a, it's inactive is one of the common or marble or whatever. So we'll have to look at that and actually see. So be right back. Okay, so I got some honey and put my princess in there. And yeah, inactive is common, but active is Rocky. So there's a good chance it will revert back to being a Rocky instead of staying common. So I'm going to want to, turn that into the common. So where was I? Over here. Now we should have some mutagen over here already. Yeah. So if you put these next to each other, you don't have to, pipe the fluid over. It automatically goes. So I think this is our, yeah. So let's put our Rocky in here, and then get one of the marble drones, and then make them full-blown common. So that's selected. So as soon as I get enough mutagen, it will, go and then mutate it into a full-bred common. Then we can put that in here, and then, once we get that out, we can, upgrade it to the cultivated and so forth. For the questing, as far as unlocking that, what we want is these bee collector jars. So this bee collector's jar needs this unusual pollen. So for that we need supernatural. So if you click on that, it says, well, charmed and enchanted. Okay. What's charmed? Cultivated and eldritch. Okay. Cultivated we just saw how to do. Well, what's eldritch? Oh, it's a different thing with cultivated. So it's like, okay, it's another thing there. So you kind of weed down into the rabbit hole of how all the breeds interact, so you can get to exact one you want. So I'll probably do that off camera, and once we get enough mutatron or mutagen, looks like it's slowly, ever so slowly creating it. Yeah, we need more power, faster. That is so slow, and it's going down. Alright, well, looks like we need to upgrade our mutagen production. So, be right back. Alright, real quick. I was having trouble getting any of the kind of magic-y type bees from the bee attractor. So there's a sorceress, attuned, and there's a couple other that work with the that will give you you can use to get these ones. The eldritch. So mystical, sorceress, unusual, or attuned. I was having trouble getting them. So I've created one of these hyacinths from the Botania, and it just creates bees. You give it a red zone signal so it'll stop. But yeah, so if you're having trouble with the bee attractor in your world, use one of these, and you might be able to get the bees you need from it. So just real quick heads up. Alright, I'm back. Let me show you what I've done. I did get the supernatural bread up, and it's been making some of these for me. Now the 8 should be enough to do what I need to do here, so I'll get that here in a second. And then I got a tropical that is going, and that's getting me the silky combs, because they're needed for, well, one of the quests actually, the silk wisps. But you get the silky combs, you process them in the centrifuge, you'll make these silky propolis. You put those through, and then you get some of these silk wisps, and that is for the quest there. I did create the production upgrade, which is the other apiary here I wanted to show you. I've bred up an Imperial Queen, and they create the royal jelly that is needed for that. And this one, I don't have anything in it. I kind of have the automation and light just for whatever I want to put in there. But my tropical needed the jungle flowers, and it's just vines. I had a water one in there that needed the lily pad, so that's why that's over there. So yeah, but I actually don't need that anymore. So yeah, let's get the jars made up so we can unlock the next quest line. So some of these, and I guess I need a few more of these. One, two, three, four. What are we missing? Quartz. Quartz is in here. Six. Now what are we missing? Glass. Really? There we go. We got those. Now let's get over here. Get these. And unlock this one. Alright, so chickens is actually another really powerful way of getting the resources. I won't do that one yet because there is a perk you can get from attunement here, that you can attune yourself with one of the aspects that makes, you know, breeding animals and stuff go super quick. So I probably won't do chickens until after I've done the astral sorcery, at least to the point where I can get that perk. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for today on the bees. Thank you so much for watching. And before we go, let's open these. Rainbow lamp. Gluttony charm. Ouch. What's going on? Oh, got poisoned. One of the yeah. Yeah, the effect, they have the poison effect. So maybe I won't do these more often until I can get one without the poison effect. Well, I got the wisps for what I needed, so I just won't stand over here. Alright. So, oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm all over it today. I had all of these to do too. Like a big old bunch of, let me throw these in here. Alright. Theater box and glasses. You know what? I better step down just in case I get one of those water bowls. Most of these we've seen before. Diamond fishing rod. I don't think we've seen that. Well, maybe we have. Magic bean, royal nuggets, polisher, and that's it. So now let me do the sign off. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this episode. Yeah, bees is one of those that I don't mind, but I know it doesn't make for great video content of just sitting there staring at them work. There's a lot of bees you can use to get the resources with, so it can be very powerful way of getting resources, but in this pack we don't really need to use bees to get the resources. There might be a few that we want to take advantage of later. If there is, then we'll definitely get into it. But for now, most of the rest of the bee quests I'll probably do off camera and then just show you what I did. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the episode. Leave a like if you did. Comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye, guys.